every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I've ever been.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales,
95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Game day and the big game day. Oh, Jeff, they're all big. Yeah, they are. But it's pretty big. For the men, for the ladies, it's pretty significant. We talked about it last week. It was a big 3-game stretch for Lobo men's basketball. Home against Utah State, home against Boise State, and then going on the road to go see the Havocs and the Grand Canyon. And here we go tonight in a game that, if you, I firmly believe, and I think most of you believe this as well, if you are continuing to entertain hopes of a potential at-large bid to the NCAA tournament, I got to believe this is a must-win. It's the opening drive. Good morning to you, and happy Wednesday. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. How you living?
What'd it do?
It do. I watched some good hoops last night. Nebraska-Purdue was insanely entertaining. Nebraska came all the way back and lost in overtime. Had their shot, make a free throw at that end, and who knows what happens with that last possession regulation. Free throws, but that was entertaining. You agree with me on must win tonight for the Lobos in Phoenix against Grand Canyon?
Yes. For your at-large resume, to keep an outside shot at a regular season conference title, you got to win this game. There's no margin for error. This isn't one where you lose on the road. Yes, it's going to be a tough game, but you can't just keep saying, oh, there's this quad one opportunity, because those quad one opportunities are not going to matter if you drop more games on your way to those games.
Yeah, I think that's all right. You're 2 games back right now with 6 or 7 left, depending on Utah State's got 6 left. You've got 7 left in league play. As far as regular season conference championship, the quad 1 wins don't matter if you don't get wins. You have to get wins, and we talk all the time, hold court at home and then get a few on the road. Well, you drop some key ones, and Boise State, Utah State's a quad 1 loss. That's cool, but it's a loss. And we can talk about quads all you want. Winning is what matters. Well, Jeff, they're 18-6, and they are, and they're not cooked by any means. But every bracket you look at, I don't care if it's Lenardi, Jerry Palm, just Corso or whatever guy is on Fox, pick it, and I don't care. Everybody's got UNM square on that bubble, and either last 4 in or first 4 out. And it as good as Grand Canyon is as hard as it is to win there, all that. JJ, you got to win games. CBS has them 4th in the first 4 out. Net 45. You lose a game to, what was Grand Canyon? About 70 something. I didn't look today. As far as the net, I'll find it. But you start, that's what it is. And this
you can't lose these games anymore because of the Boise State game.
Yeah. Period. Yeah, I think that's 100. That's as simple as it gets.
This is going to be a really tough game.
Grand Canyon's 70.
For New Mexico to stay in the conversation of even being the last 4 out, first 4 in, or last 4 in, first 4 out, you got to win this game tonight. You lose this game, then it doesn't matter what you have with San Diego State, Utah State, or Nevada coming up. Because then those are just, if we win these games, you keep your fingers crossed that 5 or 7 other teams fall.
Yeah.
And then you're relying on so many other factors in a race that you're already judged against multiple teams trying to get in.
Yeah. And you got the New Mexico State loss on your resume, which you get worse. ESPN's got them as last team in, Ohio State first team out. So that's where it is. Grand Canyon's good. Grand Canyon's going to be fired up. Lobos beat Grand Canyon in the pit about a month ago in a pretty convincing fashion. They pulled away. That was a game I did, and I remember pretty well. But it was 87-64 was the score. And Lobos pulled away in the second half and really put it on them. I think Grand Canyon's played a lot better since then. Yeah, they lost that game at UNLV, but here they are at what are they, 15-8. They're 5th place in the league, and they're 8-4 in this league. And they're coming off the loss to UNLV. They're coming off a week off, but they beat Boise State. They beat San Diego State. They beat Utah State. They beat Boise State twice. Boise State beat you twice. They're big. There's a lot of length. What they, JJ, as I watched them since the game here, they used the big guy off the bench. I'm trying to remember who it was 31 that didn't play a ton here. And defensively, as it wasn't Demerol, it was, but as a rim protector, there's just been a lot more minutes. And what's given New Mexico a little bit of fits is size down low, right?
Yeah, it's the physicality, size inside. And this is a game, this is all about New Mexico. It's a game in which
Dennis Evans is my guy.
What are you going to do defensively? How can you kind of home back in, make a little bit of adjustments? Because at this point in the season, you're not changing things dramatically. It's execution and effort. And people have pointed out, everything's on film. But that doesn't mean you can just do a 180 in 4 days and change everything you're doing. You just have to play better. And it's looking internally. It's looking at players like Antonio Chol, looking at him going, all right, you have to play better. Like, you have to take it upon yourself, especially defensively. You need that effort there. Offensively, you'd like to see more. Could there be things maybe earlier in the game if you're Eric Olin, run a couple sets to try to get him early look to see if that helps? Sure. But it's also one where people screaming, put this guy and put that guy. There's not a lot left on that bench, y'all. Like, there's not many more places to go. So this is a game you look at yourself as the Lobos and say, how do you play better? How do you lock back in defensively? the effort there is going to set the tone tonight, because it's going to be a back and forth game. And, looking back over that Boise State game, the fact that it came after Utah State made it feel that much worse, because you look at that game and you're going back and forth. I know everyone's screaming about, get out there, guard fielder, do something. Like, if the forward's going to take 10 3-point shots in a game, that's probably part of the game plan you're okay with. He just happened to hit 5. And so now the Lobos, about yourself, the effort, the execution, and see if he can pull one off on a tough road environment.
Yeah, I don't know where people think the help's coming from. Oh, Vicente should play a lot more. Should he? Why isn't Pons playing? Because he can't guard anybody. He's not ready. Yeah, he can hit a few shots, and he's hit a few. I mean, Chris Howell's not available, and I don't know that Chris Howell was lighting things up before he got hurt. Hop's eating those minutes, and Hop's playing as well as anybody on your team right now. And I agree with you on all this. I mean, where's the help? Well, this is a pretty deep roster, but Patton's gone, Howell's gone. Vicentes can give you some minutes. I've watched Rock develop into something that has become really, really substantial. I mean, he's become, I think his development of anybody over the 3 months of the season has been really, really solid.
We're pretty much 7 strong right now. And these dudes they need to play better.
And by the way, most teams aren't playing any more than 7. You get a few minutes here, but I mean, as far as double-digit minutes, most teams aren't. Yeah, play better. You got to make some shots. You got to defend better. You got to rebound better. Bullion's going to be a little bit better than he has been, like against Boise State, right?
Yeah, and it's when you look at it, the minutes come. But there's Tannett, Miller, Rock. Those 3 coming off the bench, kind of your 8-man rotation. That's all what you got to do. How do we play better? How do we execute better?
You focus on Scholl, and I think it's really interesting. I don't know if he's been bottled. I don't know if maybe he's just not as, I don't want to say as good. I don't know if capable is not the right word, but maybe the ceiling's a little bit lower than maybe we believed it was. Is that fair? Or do you think that we just haven't seen him? He hasn't thrived in the system. What do you think it is with Joel? Because he came in, probably everybody on this roster, and I know I've said this before, if we'd have sat here back in October and said, who's going to be the guy that makes a difference? And I believe there were times where it was going to be him. Athleticism, resume-wise, what he did. If there was someone that could take over a game scoring when you needed, we thought probably that was going to be your bucket getter, right? That would have been the guy coming out of this roster that all we saw was names and everybody thought they knew a bunch. Wouldn't that have been the guy?
Yeah, and honestly, I would like to know more about the way he played.
Yeah.
I mean, I just didn't see his junior college.
No, nor did I.
Because, I don't know. Can he take people off the dribble? Yeah. Is he, because he doesn't have the ball in his hand. Like, this coaching staff doesn't say, hey, we want you in situations that they're putting Jake Holland.
Yeah, get him the damn ball. Yeah.
Because we always assume that.
Yeah. And so I'm wondering, is it he's not thriving in this system? Is it, systematic to him? Is it maybe he's not that dude? But I know everybody, well, why isn't Scholl playing better? Where, I don't know. Maybe he's not that dude. Maybe his
JUCO numbers were crazy.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. No, and that's why we all expected what we expected. And that's hence why people are disappointed and now kind of everything's fine until you lose a couple of games, and all of a sudden the weight of the world comes down. Look, I don't think the sky's fallen. It's getting cloudy, right? They lose tonight, and I think we're down to 3 or potentially 4 days in Vegas, the NCAA tournament. You got San Diego State coming in. You got to go to Utah State. You got to go to Reno still, right? How do they respond tonight? What do you think this team does? How do you see this team? I see this as a mature team. I see this as a cerebral, composed team going into maybe the most hostile place in this league. God, dare you say that? All right, take it out because you don't have to go to the pit and play. It's just, but I would argue that it's a tougher place to play than Utah State. You with me on that?
I don't know.
It's smaller, more compact,
more intimate.
Well, it's smaller, and I think it's even a higher percentage of students. And I mean, it's a huge high percentage of students at Utah State too. But I mean, it's a show there, man. It's choreographed just like Utah State. It's hostile, and they're good. They're really, really good. We'll get into that. Ladies go tonight. Men are over on News Radio KKOB, 7:30 pregame, 8 o'clock tip. What do you expect tonight out of your Lobos in I do think it's a must-win in regards to, obviously, conference championship, but NCAA tournament at large consideration, because I'm not sure how they get back up after this. They lost the 3 in a row. Even if everybody, there's a lot of teams in front of them, they're going to have to falter. Ladies go against San Jose State. That'll be here on the Sports Animal. JJ will have the call. 6:30 pregame and 7 o'clock tip. We got a lot to do today. 505-246-0610. We'll talk some football. Jason X going to be here in studio tomorrow at 9 o'clock. He'll be in with us. We'll talk about the recruiting with him, North Dakota State, staff changes, just kind of a off-season or post-season or preseason or pre-spring or however you want to look at it on the calendar. But he's going to be in studio 9 o'clock tomorrow. We're looking forward to that. The emails come in this morning as they always do. Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com. JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. On the X, it's _JJ Buck. We're on TV. Adrian is producing the TV side. We're on Xfinity Channel 26. You can watch the show there. I won't get the text today. Jeff, why are you all dressed up? Why are you just back in a hoodie today? And we're on, where else? Our Facebook page, the OD and the AM. When we get back, I want to get into some of the more of the hoop stuff. And LeBron, historic run is going to come to an end because it came to an end last night. Which piece of history was that? I'll let you know when we get back. Gentlemen, if you're not feeling well, or ladies for that matter, I got an answer for you, and it's Vita Vital Medical. You're feeling tired, gaining weight, lost your edge, losing muscle, struggling to focus. You're just fatigued. Could be low T, could be hormone imbalance. Vita Vital Medical are Albuquerque's experts specializing in testosterone replacement therapy, ED solutions, peptide therapy. All of this helps you restore your strength, your energy, your confidence, and your performance. They're local, right here in Albuquerque. They know it works. It is proven to work with thousands and thousands of people. They help you get back in the game with a program that's focused on you. This isn't one-stop shopping, one size fits all. They take the time to understand your goals. They create a plan tailored to you. What do you want? What are you feeling? What's going on with your body? How long has it been? Those are the questions that they ask to personalize a plan that is for you, and then you feel better. Don't sit on the sidelines. Take action today and feel better now. Call Vita Vital Medical at 505-240-8559, 505-240-8559, or online at VitaVitalMedical.com. That's V-I-D as in David, A, V-I-T as in Thomas, A-L, VitaVitalMedical.com, and get back to being the man you know you are. Feel alive again with Vita Vital Medical, Albuquerque's hormone health expert.
What's up, guys? David Pollock.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletic. IPS provides residential and commercial security services.
Text line, Steve says, fellas, I'd hate to have 3 straight losses going to a long break. A win tonight would be huge. I expect a great effort from Coach Olin's Lobos. Go Lobos, Steve. They're off on Saturday. Don't play again until next Tuesday. Men's Lobos. That'll be the Air Force game of the pit. Last time the Lobos have lost 3 straight, it's been a long, a relative time. February 1 of 2023. It's 3 years ago, through February 14th of 2023. So right around this same time, they lost to Utah State, Air Force, and then home losses in the pit to Nevada and then Wyoming. That was 4 in a row. So that's what you're trying to avoid tonight. Big one tonight. 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff@sportsanimalabq.com, JJ@sportsanimalabq.com. All right. LeBron James has been all NBA for 21 years in a row. He will not be this year. Jeff, how do you know? We haven't even hit the All-Star break yet. Well, there is a threshold, a requirement for players to play in a certain number of games. There's 82 games on the schedule. And they must play in 65 games or more to be eligible for the league's annual awards. LeBron sat out his 18th game of the season. Go ahead and math it out. It is no longer possible for him to play in 65 games. So his 21 straight season, which is pretty crazy. And I don't care how you feel. 21 years to be all NBA is pretty.
Yeah, and he's still playing at a pretty good level.
Yeah.
When you watch him out there, especially the way Monday night he was flying around, throwing it down in transition against the Thunder.
They got beat last night, 136-108. The Spurs, who were the best team in the league, came in. They were without Luka and LeBron, and the Spurs are really good. And Wemby put up another big game, and so no Luka, no Austin Reeves, no Marcus Smart, no DeAndre Ayton. It's the whole damn starting lineup, right?
Starting 5.
Who the hell were the
bench.
Lakers last night? Like honestly, I got to find the box. So will you know? Well, you will. But Laker fan, do you know your starting lineup? Because starting for your Lakers last night, Rui Hachimura, Jake LaRavia, Jackson Hayes, Luke Kennard, and Kobe Buff. That's the starting lineup for the Los Angeles Lakers against the number 1 seed in the West.
Well, Ole Miss from Buffkin. Ford bounced around the league a couple years.
Buffkin was a Michigan guy, wasn't he? Let's see, Buffkin. I might be wrong.
You might be right.
That's what we're doing here. 2 dudes who kind of know Michigan.
Okay, that's
Michigan.
right. Maybe
round 1, 15th pick by Atlanta in 2023.
Maybe he was in a transfer portal.
Yeah, I'm certain he was because everybody else was.
Then they just got Luke Kennard and tried to add the shooting over from Memphis, and Luke Kennard's the kind of guy you'd love to have in the lineup with LeBron and Luka, though.
Bronny got 25 minutes last night. See? How about that? You got some points out of Bronny last night. 12 points in 25 minutes. There you go. 136-108 was the score last night.
How about the fact that in 26 minutes, Victor Wembanyama scored 40 points?
All right, so I haven't really gotten into this. I don't even know if I've shown you any of the pictures. I was in San Antonio last week and went to the Spurs Oklahoma City game a week ago tonight. That was the night that the Lobos played Utah State. And by the way, it was another one of those games where Oklahoma City had like all their starters out, right? SJ was on work. They played the night before. It was kind of weird to me why they would load manage in the 1-2 game. You know what I mean? Like they're the number, but because I thought, wow, we're going to see a great game, right? And it was a 10-point game. Oklahoma City sat everybody. Wemby's a different human. Like to see him up close, to see him, I'll show you the warm-up video. Like just how long he is, and you watch it on TV, how versatile, how mobile, how athletic, how skilled, the way the dude runs the court. It's, I don't know how you stop it. You're going to have to define for yourself what the best player ever means, right? Is what LeBron does with his physical gifts better than what Steph Curry does without the physical gift? Was Mike better than, Kareem, whatever, all this? Dude, by the time it's all said and done, I'm not certain this guy's not in conversation.
He stays healthy, and he's able to play the majority of the games. He's going to have postseason games mixed in there. He's going to have some ridiculous numbers, and it just comes down, is he going to be able to have the rings to go in that conversation? Because that's what takes us to the next level.
No, that's right.
But in terms of just the wildest athletes you've seen play the game, Victor Wembanyama is right there.
When Kevin Durant came into the league, and we watched a guy at 7 feet handle the ball like that. We watched a guy that was that athletic, that good, and Durant has been, right? I mean, there's very few we've seen like Durant, correct? This is kind of Durant to the next level, if that makes any sense. At 7'4", I mean, there was a play yesterday, there was a turnover, and dude picked up the ball and just chucked it up to the rim, and Wemby kind of jumped a little bit to jam it. You just throw it up there because he's 7'4" and athletic and mobile and versatile. Oh, and by the way, he'll take you out to the three-point line and go through his legs and drain a three, and it's actually pretty. Yeah, I've never seen anything like this at that size. It's to me, and you tell me if this is a fair analogy, it's a bigger Kevin Durant.
Yeah, it's Kevin Durant plus
another
5
4 or 5
inches.
inches. Yeah. Which not just tall, but wingspan. It's everything. It's different, man. It's special. If you get a chance to go see him, go see him. But yeah, I think that's a significant deal with LeBron and not being all NBA. And remember, that puts you in. You get paid for that. It puts you in a different tier when it comes to where your salary can fall and all these things. There's now he's at the end, and I don't know how many more years we got, but yeah, it's something. All right, speaking of how many more years we got, when we get back, 9th year of eligibility to play college football. 9. We were just talking about a dude on the Lobos team at 7 going, wow, how'd that happen? 9. I'll explain it to you when we return. How you feeling about your yard? Front yard, backyard. Look, we live in New Mexico. We spend time in our yards year round. Beautiful weather. You got one of those yards where you need maintenance, you need cleanup. Maybe you need to get on a schedule. I got help for you. It's LaBarge Landscape. They came over to my house, made a gigantic difference. Now I love being in my yard. It's 5 months later and I still love it. The front yard still looks great when I pull up. It wasn't that way. I need to clean up. It just got away from me. It's not my thing. I don't have a ton of time. LaBarge Landscape came over, said, hey, what is it you need? Showed them. They made my yard better than ever since I've owned the house. That's been 18 years. They can do it for you. You want a full landscape transformation? They'll take care of that for you as well. Don't wait until spring, though, because once spring hits, everybody calls them, and then you get on a waiting list, and then half of next summer is gone. Call them now, so when spring comes, you don't have to wait. You know what you want in your yards? LaBarge Landscape's going to make it happen. You not exactly sure. You just know you want to do something. You want it different. You want it. My friend's got something that's cool. My neighbor's is really cool. They'll come out with a design team, look at your space, and create different options for you until you and your family get that landscape of your dream. You're going to get years of enjoyment out of this. You will love it. I do, and I know you will as well. Licensed, bonded, insured, family-owned. They do what they say they're going to do, and they do it better. Call LaBarge Landscape now. You just need to clean up. Leaves are still down. Pruning of the shrubs. They'll do that as well. The website is labargelandscape.net, L-A-B-A-R-G-E, labargelandscape.net. They got a gallery of pictures of beautiful projects they've done. And then call them at 505-345-3000, 505-345-3000, and make an appointment. Whether your project is small or large, the answer is easy. It's LaBarge Landscape.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of...
What is eligible in college athletics? What is not? I don't. Lobos will have a seventh-year player, right, on defense, and played all 7 years here, correct?
Yeah, Fabian Combs.
The NCAA granted him a 7th year of eligibility, but then there's other players like quarterback at Ole Miss, Chamberlain,
Trinidad Chambliss.
Chambliss. I knew I was wrong. Trinidad Chambliss applied, right? He got denied, right, for another year. How many? I don't know. I mean, we can do your 6, 7 thing, 9, 10. Montana has a linebacker named Solomon Tuliaupupu. Yes, P-U-P-U. He was granted a 9th year, 9 of eligibility by the NCAA. That was announced yesterday alongside a announcement for a 6th year offensive lineman, Dylan Gentagard. So Tuliaupupu turns 26 in March. 2nd year at Montana. He started his collegiate career at SC, the University of Southern California, back in 2018. Missed his entire undergraduate career at USC. Had 2 surgery requiring injuries impacting. He had a foot injury in 2018, a knee injury in 2020. So he never really played. First season at Montana, which was last year, that was his 8th season, and his 2nd full season played, and only his 3rd with game action. So he saw the field for the first time as a redshirt in 2022. Remember, he started in 2018. Played 14 games for USC, had 10 tackles. Sidelined by another injury in 2023. Left SC after playing 7 more games. And 9th year. I don't know how I feel about this dude. I mean, he barely played. Injuries, surgeries. I mean, I guess to me, surgery is like a note from your doctor. No, excusing you from class. Please excuse little Johnny. He had a cold and an excused absence. Right? It's not like, well, they jaked an injury, or, well, he couldn't get on the field because he wasn't good enough. Or how do you feel about it? 9th year of eligibility.
I'm with you on the injury one because you've seen it for players and watching, and I've watched it firsthand with players that have had their season cut short. I just hope that it's one where it's universal enough, because I saw a player this year. I'm thinking just Clarissa Craig, who got hurt last year, had a red shirt, played like 10 games this year. Knee injury ended her season, and like, well, is she going to be penalized because
she have surgery?
Yes. Well, and I'm just thinking because she
10 games, right?
So was like 10 games into her 4th season.
That's
as
a third of a season.
And it's like, what is the cutoff when you maybe dabbled a few games this season, your 3rd one, or it's. I don't want to slam someone for overcoming injury, but it's like, all right, well, what is the line? And the line is, well, it's case by case. That's where you are.
And so as I go through that, right, and he played one full season. He played the 14 games for USC in 2022. It's not like the guy was a star. I mean, 10 tackles, one quarterback hurry, 3 TFLs, tackles for loss. Then another injury. I mean, at some point you say, hey, young man, you probably should have 3 degrees by now, right? Go make some money. But I don't. By the way, Montana was interesting. Did you see Bobby Hauck, the former UNLV coach, step down? Bobby Kennedy's the new coach up there. Did you see why Bobby Hauck stepped down?
Didn't like talking to agents.
Well, he just said, I'm not big on college football or college sports and where it's going.
But I'll go take this defensive coordinator job.
Where'd it go?
He's the defense coordinator at Illinois.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
So he didn't want to be the head coach anymore. All right. I didn't see that part of
Yeah, he had this whole press conference. I'm just tired. I'm done. Don't like dealing with agents. Don't like time. And then just takes the DC job at Illinois.
I missed that part. When did that go down? Oh, there it is. Like literally yesterday? All right. That was a brief retirement. Wow. All right. Well, that was quick. Yeah.
Still Rocky Long.
Wow. All right. I probably making way more too as the DC at Illinois. Yeah, he just, he didn't like dealing with the NIL and what maybe
now
he doesn't
he's
have to do
dealing
that
with it because he has the resources.
Well,
They're
he's
Big
got the
Ten
resources, and he's just going to be, he's going to be a coordinator, right? Somebody else, he's got a GM to deal with that crap.
Should have had one at Montana.
Resources, right? What do you got? That's got kind of.
Well, the Bison got.
Well, that kind of bleeds into the conversation. Everybody want Montana State into the Mountain West. Do you believe Montana State, South Dakota State, whatever it happens to be, would make the Mountain West stronger? North Dakota State does. North Dakota State's won 10 of 15 national championships at that level. Do you believe Montana State, bringing everybody in here does that? Idaho, I don't believe Idaho does. Idaho tried it. They couldn't make it in the Sun Belt.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Poked away by Bishop. Bishop takes off. Here comes the money. Up and in. Taylor. Well, here's Bishop once again. Little scoop and score. Back-to-back steals and scoop and scores.
Mieta, catch and shoot. Yes, nylon. First field goal of the night for Chase Mieta.
Chavez, coast to coast, takes it himself. Blocked at the rim.
He went against those trees and.
Changing threes. Bramlett brings it left wing. Cooper, he'll take a triple and rattle it in.
Well, I'll tell you what, Cueva heating it up right now.
Rifled that one ahead to Deshler, who skips it across the baseline. On a catch and shoot for Willis. Gets it back. A kick. Open look. High arcing three. Rattles in for Grace Baca.
Cleveland need a basket right now.
Way outside on the wing, it's Bracken. Now here's Bowie for three. Swish, Bowie.
He hurt. I think that, Hope would be elite ahead right now.
Campbell for three. Knocks it down. Can't connect. Offensive rebound, another block for Huron.
Always in the right place at the right time.
Block, the rebound put up. That's off the mark by Weddle. Here comes the break now for Bramlett. Lob underneath, slam, dunk. Hunter Butler.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes
played threshold in the NBA to be eligible for league awards. LeBron sat out his 18th game of the season as the Lakers lost last night to San Antonio, 136-108. The math will not permit him to get to the threshold. So for the first time in 21 straight seasons, and that's a record, LeBron will not be all NBA. Have the Chiefs, or have the Super Bowl do in super ratings? About 124.9 million people watched on an average the Super Bowl. That was a little less than last year's 127.7 million. Bad Bunny, by the way, 128.2 million. They say watch the halftime show, the 4th most watched ever. Big night for Lobo basketball. The men are in Phoenix. They play Grand Canyon on News Radio KKOB, 7:30 pregame, 8 o'clock tip. The ladies are in the pit, 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock tip against San Jose State. That's on The Sports Animal. Want more? We're talking sports over on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I'm Jeff Symbieta.
everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we're the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Text line's funny. Ronnie says, Jeff, would the said job be the athletic director at the University of New Mexico? I think you do an amazing job. Ronnie, that's very kind of you. Thank you. No, I have a job. I am the executive director of the Isleta New Mexico Bowl. We'll hit 20 years with ESPN on June 19th. So that is my year round. I have to. I do this and I do that. No, that's what I was alluding to. That's my job. That's what I do. That's why to the other texter or emailer, maybe dress code is shorts and sweats and t-shirt, whatever. But yeah, no, I got a job. I got to go. Well, I dress accordingly.
It's very impressive.
What is?
I always wonder what it would be like to have a job.
You got a job. Different jobs require or allow. I pick your term.
Then I hear the drama that people deal with in offices, and I'm good.
I'm very, very fortunate. We're very, very fortunate. No, and why I put on a coat yesterday. We hosted our appreciation luncheon for our stakeholders for the 20th annual Isleta New Mexico Bowl. Kind of do a rundown and, just kind of wrap everything up. I walked in the room yesterday, actually, JJ, and I'm like, oh, there's way too many tables here. Like, Monica handles the RSVP, and we had to add a table. Yeah, we had a great turnout there yesterday. It was actually super, super killer vibe in there. So I was stoked. Did you see the El Paso airport was shut down? This is kind of crazy, citing a security. Crazy. All right.
Apparently
it's back. They're lifting the. It
was lifted this morning.
Yeah, I saw that. All right. Mike McCarthy is the coach of the Steelers. Remember Mike McCarthy coached Aaron Rodgers. They won a Super Bowl in Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback of the Steelers last year. So reunited, and it feels so good. Maybe not. There's I like when I hear it. Source with knowledge. They say that the Steelers definitely want Aaron Rodgers back. They hope he doesn't. It's not a play. They want him to return. He'll be 43 years old during the season next. There's no hurry, but they don't think it's going to take as long as it did last year. Last year it took all the way till June, July. I kind of was at the point where he wasn't going to be the guy. But I'm not sure. I think, Mason Rudolph is the answer. Do you think Aaron Rodgers, A, comes back, and do you think that's the benefit to the Steelers? Does that help them?
Well, Steeler fans will tell you at this point in time, play Mason Rudolph for an entire season, see if you win 4 or 5 games, and you get a high draft pick. And he can't argue against it.
Is it going to be high enough?
I think next year's class will have at least 3 to 4 first-round quarterbacks, as opposed to this year where there's 1. And then you're going to have to talk yourself, it's 15 games of Ty Simpson.
Or the guy from North Dakota State.
And he's not going to be in the first round. So that, or, wait on a second or third round quarterback, which a developmental prospect, and they have that in Will Howard. But I believe Aaron Rodgers will be back. It'll be another frustrating season for Steeler fans because they're not going to be awful. And then Aaron Rodgers says, appreciate y'all. Thank you.
9-8, losing the first round again.
In year 2. Be interesting to see what that market holds and then how you attack the draft.
What do you think of Will Howard? I don't know.
Another one of those guys that talk yourself into thinking he's more than he is.
So I don't know why I think Will Howard can be Tyler Shuck. Is that asking too much?
Will Howard won a national championship.
I know. I watched it. He looked pretty good doing it. Now, he had great weapons around him. He had a great team around him. But, okay, most quarterbacks who are really good have great teams around them, don't they? I don't know. Sam Darnold's a lot better when he has a great team around him than when he didn't. Isn't he? Kind of crazy how that happens. Patrick Mahomes was a lot better when everybody was healthy and he was the team around him was really good as opposed to when he wasn't or when they weren't. I don't know that that's a fact. I say that based on what I saw in college. I haven't seen anything in pros because, we just haven't seen them in the NFL. But there's a part of me that there's a similarity there. And okay, so Jeff, big deal. So he's Tyler Shuck. Tyler Shuck may be an NFL quarterback for the next 10 years. Where's New Orleans going? I think New Orleans is committed to that, aren't they?
Yeah. Right now, your options are you keep your fingers crossed and someone hits the market unexpectedly. But then that
Kyler
person
Murray's
is going to
on the
be.
market.
I don't think Kyler Murray's going anywhere.
You really don't.
If I'm Clinton Kubiak, I'm looking. Not Clinton. Excuse me. Who took the Arizona job? Why am I? Mike LaFleur.
That's who took yours from the.
I am thinking long and hard about do I try 1 year with Kyler Murray before
the alternative.
Jacoby Brissett and this year.
All right. 505-246-0610. And then there's Deshaun Watson. Is it his time again with a new coach in Cleveland? It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Park in the Duke City. Now it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Big day for Louisville basketball, and we're here. It's the opening drive. Thanks for finding us this morning on 95.9 FM at AM 610, the Sports Animal. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. 505-246-0610 is how to get in today. Emails this morning, Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com and JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. Ladies are in the pit tonight right here on the Sports Animal. JJ's got the call. 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock tip. Men go over on News Radio KKOB. They're in Phoenix in front of the Havocs to play Grand Canyon and to snap a 2-game losing streak. Ren's in, says team talk a lot, 1.5 favorite. Jeff, it's another ugly game where Louisville basketball is all out to get up at the wire 82-80, right? That could be right. I mean, that's kind of, tight one, Lobos win by 2 at the wire.
That would be a great result.
Yeah, I think you walk out of there.
Any victory, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, get the dub. Find a way.
I think you'd feel all right about that. Dan says, do you know the way to Juan Jose State? Jeffrey, Mountain West fans criticize TV and the schedule, but burying this dog on a Wednesday night in February between the Bowl and Valentine's Day is perfect for San Jose State at Lady Lobo. Glad you approved him. I think that is the first one somebody approves of the schedule. It's buried, JJ. James says, sure don't get the ratings, Jeff. The women lose to Boise, who look very much like them, and their RPI soared because the loss of the Taco Bell. But tonight's the opposite. The rank is projected to drop 10 spots with a win at home. Don't even ask about the impact of a loss. I don't Sarah says Lady Lobos by 50 tonight, right, Jeff? In front of the smallest crowd of the year, Dream Style. P.S. What's the marketing department doing? Get a few more folks to the gym on Saturday for the critical rematch with Ramit. I don't know. Is there promotion for ladies on Saturday, JJ?
The Pink Game.
Pink Game.
National Women's Sports Day. That's what they're celebrating.
There you go.
Fact that if they win tonight, there's an opportunity that you're playing to sweep Colorado State and jump up in the standing. So
get that
I
first round
think
bye.
at that point in time, it would be you're playing for a top 4 seed,
okay.
And you'd hope that basketball fans would see that and appreciate it and not need to go for a towel just to show up.
And everybody get the towel. You're gonna go blow your nose with and throw in the back of the car.
Hey, you know what?
What?
It's my squad. I get it. Random shots at them though all week. Interesting. They got to go up and play better basketball. And tonight, they win by 30. Awesome.
If they win by 3,
you got to get that dub to make sure Saturday means it's the conversation of you can talk all you want about what you're giving away. If you lose the game like this tonight to San Jose State, no one's going to be there on Saturday.
Fair enough. And it's Saturday afternoon and it's Valentine's. All right, I want to hit this. We just talked about the Steelers quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. I laugh because it's the Browns. Right? It's the Browns. Who cares? But a lot of people do, and the Deshaun Watson thing is going to be really, really interesting because I'm going to tell you going into camp, when we hit midsummer, when camps open, hell, OTAs, one of the most interesting quarterback competitions is going to be Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders, don't you think?
I think so.
Todd Monken is the new coach of the Browns. He said that he was intrigued by having Deshaun Watson, 3-time Pro Bowl. You know the story. He's been out, Achilles, injuries, suspensions, and massages, and lawsuits. And that pretty much sums it up. Coach says he's excited to work with Shedeur Sanders and Dylan Gabriel and any other quarterback that they get. We're going to Iowa. Ah! Watson's only 30 years old. It feels like the saga's been going on for like 3 decades. He's only 30. Coach says he and the quarterback have communicated. They're eager to work together in the offseason. That begins in April. This is Cleveland.com reporting. Watson began working with his private trainer down in South Florida this week. He'll start a throwing program on Wednesday. That's today. He's got a private quarterback coach. He's got his own trainer. He's got $230 million guaranteed. He can have whatever the hell he wants. Spent all last season rehabbing that twice now torn Achilles. He was at the team facility. Hadn't played more than 7 games in any of his 4 seasons with the Browns. He's played a total of 19 games, throwing 19 touchdowns, 12 and how does this? The fact that he's still there, that it's still a thing, is somewhat amazing to me, but it's not because of the guaranteed money. If it wasn't the guaranteed contract, and that's a total ball don't lie deal, right? The whole league came down on Haslam because he gave that guaranteed contract. There are no guaranteed contracts in the NFL. All the other owners said, "What the hell are you doing?" Players wanted it. Everybody's going, "Yeah, no, we're not doing what they do." And so you give a guaranteed contract to a dude who's played 19 games for you. Ball don't lie. How does this play out? Opening day next year, the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns is?
Deshaun Watson.
I think it's Deshaun Watson.
How it plays out is sometimes timing is not in your favor. To have the 6th overall pick in a draft, there's no quarterback after Fernando Mendoza. The Browns have 2 first-round picks this year, and you have to add to the foundation.
They took a quarterback last year in the 3rd round and the 5th. Mm-hmm. Is Dylan Gabriel even in the mix here?
Dylan Gabriel's a back quarterback.
Well, all 3 of these might be a back.
They're in the mix yet. Someone's going to start. But they're not one of these players is playing the next 7 years as your starting.
What is a multi-time repaired Deshaun Watson? What is he?
Probably what Kirk Cousins gave you this year. Times you're going to be watching this. Oof. Doesn't look great.
By the way, Kirk Cousins could be on the do you think?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much official from everyone.
Where does that end up?
Heard people pointing back to Minnesota.
As a temporary solution? As a
backup to emergency
JJ
break
McCarthy?
class.
Yeah. I mean, that one interests me. What are the Jets going to do? Where do they draft? Fifth?
Second.
Well, but there's not going to be a quarterback. In a year where typically, like look, you go back.
The answer to this question is there's going to be some starting quarterbacks that you don't like, but are starting because there's not the draft class at the top. Maybe it's a second or third rounder guy that gets in there. It's like a Tyler Shuck type of deal.
Can Justin Fields go again?
Yes.
I mean, can they try that again? Like they can, right? Which might be the answer. They played towards the end of the season. They were playing Brady Cook, who I don't think was horrible. Is the Hendon Hooker thing still an option for them too? Is he ever healthy? Remember, he got totally broken right at the end of his Tennessee career. Got drafted late.
Brady could be.
Well, Brady Cook, 2 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 55.
Like this is a tough season for anyone to be like, yeah, we need to make a change. We need to get that quarterback. Okay, you can draft the second, third round guy, throw him in there. The free agent market is going to be Tua and Kirk Cousins. Maybe Mark Mariota might be out there. Like, those are your options. You're not solving your quarterback position this year.
So I'm going to be looking at probably.
That's why if I'm San Francisco, I'm sitting there sneaky like, is someone going to get desperate? Maybe call us and be like, yo, Mac Jones feeling like first round pick. So
totally overpay. Yeah. Totally overpay for
love a back quarterback, but yeah, we'll take first.
Well, you could find a back. Not as good as Mac Jones, maybe. And look, man, when you got Mac Jones,
I don't know, man. Kyle Shanahan's been on it with.
We had Sam Darnold there.
The backups last 2 years.
He had, I mean,
very friendly system.
Who else did he have there? There was somebody else. Trey Lance was there. Then there was Sam Darnold, Mac Jones. Yeah, whoever is there seems to thrive. How do you think Jimmy Garoppolo's feeling about his?
Fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's making
He's
a
had
bunch
his
of money.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Got paid.
Went to a Super Bowl.
Played some high level games.
Was he the Rams' backup when they won the Super Bowl? He was not. I don't even know who it was. Is Stetson Bennett still there with the Rams too?
Yep.
Does he get a shot somewhere? Someone take a flyer and say, here's a 5th round pick for him?
No. They can just draft someone like Stetson Bennett in the 5th round.
That's right. Who's younger and probably fresher. Who's actually, that's all fair. All right, 505-246-0610. Then there's a star on a team. He's one of the best at his position. They're one of the worst at what they do. So how do those two marry? Or do they have to divorce? We'll go there with their new coach when we get back. Hey, shoot your shot on PrizePicks. Get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks is now giving you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup after you sign up. PrizePicks makes every dunk, every dime, every board that much more exciting. Do not miss this chance to get started playing on America's #1 app for sports pick. I've been loving it. I look at it every day. I enjoy it. I have fun with it. Every once in a while, well, more than once in a while, I win. Cashing in is really easy. It's elite. Super simple to play. You pick more or less on 2 to 6 players. That projection. If you get your pick right, you can cash in. So you can pick from all your favorite sports, anything from basketball, to hockey, to soccer, to UFC, to baseball, to college basketball, tennis, golf. Mix it up if you want. Millions of people are playing. The most popular sport pick app in America. I'm looking at it right now for tonight's game. Miles Turner at Orlando. He's the Milwaukee player. 7.5 rebounds and assists combined. You want more or less. Franz Wagner, 9.5 points. Go more or less on that. You want to mix it up, play a little soccer, you can do that as well. However you want to play this game, it's really, really fun. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use the code KNML. You're going to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code KNML to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup on Prize Pick. It's good to be right.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. International Protective Service is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletes. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we're the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
International Protective Service is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico youth athletes. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Intriguing in Pittsburgh. I know to many of you he is not. And as Dave just alluded to, Mike LaFleur may not be willing to let go of that, because what are the Cardinals going to do if, in fact, they let go of Kyler? So what's your option? You got a second-year guy from Ohio State, Will Howard, then maybe you want to give it a shot. All right, what do you got? Rudy, good morning. You're on the Sports Channel. Hi, Rudy.
Well, here's my Olympic story. went to the 84 Olympics in L.A., and we were there for the whole Olympics. We were near the Olympic Village, and we found a bar where a lot of the athletes would go afterwards. And it was pretty crazy. It was probably the hottest singles bar I've ever been in. You'd see the athletes come in with their medals on. It was on.
It was on.
We called it going for the gold.
Yeah, fair enough.
And, you're there with people from all over the world.
And you'll probably take the bronze, and you'd be happy with it. Yeah.
So I don't know what the guy's crying about. Number one, don't cheat on your girlfriend.
Yeah, that's number
one.
Number
two, don't use an international platform to try to apologize.
Because it probably isn't going to help you if she says no in your next round. Oh, you're that dude. Never mind, dude. I'm out. Unless.
Yeah. Jeff, what's your favorite saying? What are we doing here?
Yeah, what are we? Yeah, fair enough.
Tonight, huge. Lobos got to get this one. I didn't think that they would lose 2 games in a row all year, so they have to play their best game. And is that right to call it the Havocs? I thought it was the Havoc.
I think they call them the Havocs, I think.
Yeah, I know they do, but that sounds like bad English.
No, whatever. That was a good band. Well, I don't know if there was a good band, but it was a band of the 80s.
Yeah. Anyway, Lobos by 2.
All right. Take that as a victory.
I'm sticking my neck out.
All right. Appreciate you.
Okay.
All right. See ya. All right. JJ's got you the rest of the way. What are you going to get into?
Hoops.
I
got some thoughts too, especially people saying that coaching staff doesn't know what they're doing, and there's been no adjustments the last 2 games, which I think is interesting. I can understand when you watch a game and a dude has a career night, which was a one-off from Builder. But we'll get into that, the expectations for the game tonight. I know we got Coach Eck in tomorrow, but a couple clips are going to play from earlier this week I want to hit on, especially the portal and coaches. So got a lot for you coming up.
Stay with JJ. I'm back in the morning. 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff@sportsanimалabq.com, or more likely JJ@sportsanimалabq.com. And when you come back, you're going to get all that stuff JJ told you about. Before I get out of here, guys, I want to remind you to get a hold of Vita Vital Medical. If you're not feeling well, if you're tired, if you're sleepy, if you're just don't feel right, losing energy, losing muscle, gaining weight, it all could be signs of low testosterone or hormone imbalance, which is all absolutely natural as men get older. The team at Vita Vital Medical, Albuquerque's hormone health experts, they specialize in testosterone therapy, ED solutions, peptide therapy. They'll make you feel better. They'll restore your confidence, your energy, your performance. They're local. They're here in Albuquerque, and it's proven that what they do works. It's been working all over the country, all over the world, and it's right here in Albuquerque. They'll get you back in the game. The program focuses on you. They take the time to understand your goals, what's going on with your body, what are you feeling, what's going on with you, and then they create a plan that is tailored specifically for you. So don't sit on the sidelines. Take action today. Feel better now. Call Vita Vital Medical at 505-240-8559, 505-240-8559, or online at VitaVitalMedical.com. That's VIDAVITA. That's VID as in David, VIT as in Thomas A.L. VitaVitalMedical.com. Let them know I sent you. Get back to being the man you know you are and feel alive again with Vita Vital Medical, Albuquerque's hormone health expert.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
TurboThread, proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThread.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks. Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics. International Protective Service is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView.
Poked away by Bishop. Bishop takes off. Here comes the money. Up and in. Taylor. Well, here's Bishop once again. Little scoop and score. Back-to-back steals and scoop and scores.
Mieta, catch and shoot. Yes, nylon. First field goal of the night for Jace Mieta.
Kevin, coast to coast, takes it himself. Blocked at the rim.
They went against those trees and
threes. Hamlet, the left wing. Cooper, he'll take a triple and rattle it in.
well, I'll tell you what, Cueva heating it up right now.
Rifled that one ahead. Deshler steps it across the baseline. What a catch and shoot for Willis. Gets it back. Kick. Open look. High arcing three. Rattles in for Grace Baca.
Cleveland need a basket right now.
Way outside on the wing, it's Bracken. Now here's Bowie for three. Swish, Bowie.
He hurt. be elite ahead right now.
Campbell for three. Knocks it down. Can't connect. Offensive rebound, another block for Huron.
Always in the right place at the right time.
Block, the rebound put up. That's off the mark by Weddle. Here comes a break now for Bramlett. Lob underneath, slam, dunk. Hunter Butler.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, Different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
TurboThread, proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThread.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
International Protective Service, a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico youth athletes. IPS provides residential and commercial security service in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Cheese is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. International Protective Service, a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico youth athletes. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal.
Morning. So Will Campbell, yeah, not great in a Super Bowl. He struggled second half of the season coming off a knee injury. He was pretty good early in the year. There's a rookie left tackle out of LSU that was the Patriots' first-round draft pick last season, and he got beat up. Gave up double-digit pressures in the Super Bowl. And look at Josh McDaniels. I thought he got worked by Seattle in that game. The pressure's coming. What was the pressure plan? Did you chip, put a tight end over there, help out Will Campbell, try to get Drake May off the move? That Seattle defense was going to feast regardless, but it felt like there were no answers coming from the Patriots in that game. And then all the talk following that was, oh, Will Campbell, move him the right tackle, move him inside, find someone else to play left tackle next season. Well, Mike Vrabel says not so fast. Patriots head coach said, quote, you sign up to play left tackle, you sign up to play corner, you sign up to play quarterback, you sign up to be head coach, you get judged, you get scrutinized. Will's 22 years old. He's our left tackle. He'll get better. And I understand that same into going in the offseason, getting that knee right, getting a little bit stronger, getting better. After a year of experience, which you got to the Super Bowl with that offensive line. Yeah, you got shredded in the Super Bowl, but with 2 rookies in the offensive line, second-year quarterback, you did a pretty good job. Is it going to get tougher? Absolutely. The schedule changes. The division you play in the NFC changes, all that stuff. But I get this from Vrabel because we have a guy that they trust can get better and played left tackle for an entire season. It's a tough position to find and get someone that can be consistent. And adding to the other spots of the offensive line might be easier than finding a left tackle that can come in, depending on what happens in the draft. always interesting tackles late in the first round, or even if New England is at a point and you're picking at the very back end of the first round, those are interesting opportunities to me to acquire more assets of a team. Once you jump back up in there, you get that second half. I would say not the second half, but like 20 and down. Always a fascinating time at the end of the first round when it comes to talent available, which they're still good guys. Everyone's going to miss on someone that gets drafted mid-round. That is really good. But the teams that are good, that could be adding a piece, but then maybe thinking about the draft capital next year, but later, that's what I enjoy about the NFL draft, is kind of the chess match it becomes for wanting to make your team better, but then giving yourself the assets in the future. And then some of it is timing of what that draft holds. Like this year for some teams, it was Fernando Mendoza or bust. Did you think it was going to be that way? I know there was that, Arch Manning was going to be the guy and at least add a little bit to the quarterback class, but it makes sense that he's coming back. He struggled early in the season, much better at the end of the year. And I thought Arch Manning was going to be there 2 years anyway. Just look at the history of the Manning. Peyton Manning at Tennessee, Eli Manning at Ole Miss. I know they're not the decision makers for Archie, but I thought it was going to be 2 years regardless, because you have to play football. It's Ty Simpson coming out of Alabama. Sure that he assessed the situation and thought, hey, in this weak quarterback class in terms of first-round prospect, could he throw his name out there and potentially make it in the first round? Sure. But only has 15 college starts. And that is a number that's hard to overcome because you don't have room to develop at the quarterback position. It's going to take multiple opportunities, because if you go to a struggling franchise and in 2 or 3 years you're out, you're bouncing around. Like that's the question with Ty Simpson. You might like his ability, but if you draft him in the first round and you start some veteran quarterback for 8 games, then bring him in, are you going to have the room to develop it? Because we've seen franchises over the last few years pull the trigger before the end of year 1 on a coach with a rookie quarterback. Happened to Frank Reich, Bryce Young in Carolina. And Bryce Young played more football than Ty Simpson. Always fascinating. Football season never ends, but it is basketball season. We have Grand Canyon and New Mexico tonight. Taking your thoughts on that contest, quote unquote adjustments, and because we'll dive back into this to next hour of the Lobos, the little changes that could come big for them in this contest. Take your thoughts. Text me 505-246-0610. Hit me up on the email jj@sportsanimal.com, and of course always on the _JJBug. The opening drive here on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.
The Las Vegas Raiders introduced Clint Kubiak as their new head coach. Nice 48 hours for him. Win the Super Bowl as the offensive coordinator with Seattle. Now the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. And the first thing Clint Kubiak needs to do is try to figure out a trade of star defensive end Max Crosby. The Raiders are not close to competing.
One
not close to
opportunity
winning.
at
Could
a
get
time.
multiple first-round picks
We
for Max Crosby.
are one-
They need to do the right thing. Trade Crosby for picks.
Following
I'm
sponsors
Nick
for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like
This
to
is
thank
the
following
story of the
sponsors
one.
for making this
As the
broadcast
purchasing
possible.
manager in a
Hans Whitler
manufacturing
Automotive,
plant,
German
she
car
knows the
maintenance
only
and
thing
repair
more
in
important than
Albuquerque,
having
New
the right
Mexico.
safety gear
Call
is having it there when you need it.
505-294-7684.
That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reorder. So her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift runs safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Or visit us online at Golden
It's
Pride
impossible to have a bad day when you started with Chick-fil-A.
Hi, I'm Miles.
And this is Grant.
The little thing we love about the
Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is how the fluffy, crispy goodness wakes us up in the
From the
morning.
Sandia
The chicken is crispy, the biscuit
to
is
the
soft,
banks
it's
of the Rio
iconic.
Grande.
Throw some jelly on it, you can throw some honey on
Generations
it.
of
It helps me
families
kick off the day. The hash
For
browns are
5
great.
generations,
And I really like the shape of them too.
Chevrolet
Little
has
circles of
handed down
crispy
values
goodness.
written in
Yeah,
stone,
those early morning
leading
chicken
the way
biscuits are just
under
great, man.
sun-filled
Mornings
skies.
are a little bit brighter with the Chick-fil-A
The
chicken
vintage
biscuit and
school.
Simply Orange
Orange juice, available on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests pay for their testimonials.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up. I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code COIN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code COIN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code COIN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Most orders. Turbo Plants is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Did you know Tomasitas has been serving authentic homemade New Mexican cuisine in Albuquerque for over 50 years? I know. Congratulations. It's a moment to be celebrated, right?
Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell.
Tomasitas for just $25. Tomasitas restaurants in Santa Fe and Albuquerque have been serving traditional New Mexican cuisine for 50 years. In that time, the world has seen a lot of changes. But something that has never changed is the quality and value of Tomasitas' delicious homemade fare. From the first chip to the last sip, we strive to make every bite the best it can be. And now, dining with Tomasitas is even more rewarding. They're inviting all their Albuquerque neighbors to join the new Tomasitas Rewards program, the Sopapilla Club. Get your $50 to Tomasitas Albuquerque for only $25. At Tomasitas, they don't mess with the chili, and that's why it tastes so good. Be sure to log on to our website and click the Sweet Deals logo starting Friday at 9 a.m. Grab your sweet deal from Tomasitas.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM and AM 610 KNML, the sports animal. Now it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
We're batting 500. It's pretty good. 1 out of 2 for the final hour here on the opening drive. JJ Buck with you, and thanks for hanging out with us on a Wednesday, a game day for Lobo basketball. The men in Phoenix take on Grand Canyon, looking for a regular season sweep of the Lopes. A lot on the line in this contest when we're talking about staying within striking distance of Utah State and San Diego State, trying to get on the right side of the bubble. You're going to be bubbly the rest of the season. You're never going to feel good unless you go on this crazy streak and then you win out the rest of the regular season. Then you might be feeling all right about yourself. But tonight, very important game for the Lobos. Tough environment on the road. Slight Dogs coming off 2 straight home losses. Lobo women back home to take on a San Jose State 2-game homestand for the women. The Spartans tonight at 7 p.m. and Colorado State Saturday at 1, which is a game kids get in for free. I know you might have Saturday night plans with your significant other. So if you're looking to do something during the day, kids to a basketball game and then drop them off at the babysitter, you can have a fantastic Valentine's Day night. Sounds like a pretty darn good date to me. You can get in 505-246-0610, Sports Animal text line for you this morning, JJ at sportsanimal.com. I know you're sending emails to Jeff. We'll read them tomorrow, but really, you know he's not here right now. You can send them to me if you want. And then, of course, you can hit me up on the Twitter _JJ Bucks. So we're going to have Coach Eck in studio tomorrow at 9 o'clock for an extended conversation, but there were a couple things I wanted to hit from his media availability earlier this week, and just some things that jumped out, and looking forward to having a deeper conversation about them with Coach Eck in studio tomorrow. I'm really interested in how things set up for football next season in the Mountain West Conference with the addition of North Dakota State. And now you look at, the Lobos, a lot of hype, rightfully so. They are going to be very good with what they were able to return. They had a couple more announcements this week. Drew Speech is coming back. He was a redshirt junior last year, played in 10 games, 6'2", 197. I think he's going to have a good role in the secondary. Jameer Torres, who played in 10 games as a true freshman last year and really stepped up at the cornerback position. You bring him back, and you got Jackson Eck coming back, Mercury Swaim coming back, one of the players, Booker and McGyver, the defensive tackles up front. I think his defense, Spencer Winsky, is going to be very good next season. And the defense was what kept them competitive in the second half of this season. They found a way to do enough offensively to be in those games, but they were in those games because of the defense. You look at the scores over the last 4 or 5 games of the season, 20 points, 23 points, and you had to switch things up because we know now, we didn't know at the time, that Jack Lane was injured, and you could see it in some of his throws late in the season. That's still why that UNLV game was wild, because he had some moonballs in that game, but after that, the passing offense really didn't do anything, and it was a ground game. Damon Bankston and DJ McKinney, that was good, but James Lopes bringing the quarterback run to the table really helped this offense stay competitive. But again, it's that defense that set the tone down the stretch, and I think that unit is going to be really good next season with the players they were able to bring back, and then the additions in the transfer portal. And it comes now on the offensive side where they need the additions to step up. The offensive line, getting some more talent in there where you can move players into better positions. And then the skill position. You finish the season with essentially 3 healthy wide receivers. Keegan Johnson was a very good addition. He had a phenomenal year wrapping up his collegiate career, which you say that, but you never know, man, until we get to that opening day roster and see who's there. Is everyone petitioning for more years and going back? Well, I played 2 years of JUCO. Why would that count against me? Give me an extra year. Oh, the COVID thing is still trickling through there. It's the craziness of NCAA eligibility right now, but it's still playmakers offensively, and then the quarterback playing it. And Jack Lane is the starting quarterback, but you got some young guys who are going to be nipping at his heels, and I think that's going to be the challenge for one of these guys to beat out Jack Lane, is because of how young they are behind him. But this was Coach Eck talking about the quarterback position and bringing back his starting quarterback.
The returning starter, it's his job to lose, but there's going to be a competition. Again, he's not etched in stone for the the first game, but I think he certainly has played a lot of games in this offense. Started 13 games for a 9-win team, so it ain't going to be easy to beat Jack out. But Luke's confident, Luke's talented, so I think we'll have we'll see how this competition emerges.
Here's referencing Luke Moga, the transfer from Oregon, who was a 4-star recruit coming out of high school, was a backup quarterback for the Ducks last year, and Moga saw the writing on the wall. Not only is the starter returning for Oregon in Dante Moore, Dylan Raiola transferred from Nebraska. So Dylan Raiola is now the quarterback in waiting for Oregon. So Moore's coming back. Raiola had off-season surgery on something, so he can take time to rehab, and then he'll be the starting quarterback for Oregon. So you're a young kid, 4-star recruit, trying to make your mark. You see the writing on the wall, like path might not be there for you. The Lobos able to land him, and I think that's going to be interesting because Moga has the hype. And behind Jack Lane, who's your incumbent starter, will we see something we saw similar to last year where Lane was on a pitch count in spring ball, and it opened up more opportunities for Lobstein or Machenbacher, some of those other guys? The same thing's going to be there for Luke Moga. He could get a lot of reps in spring football, which will be good for him and then good for this team, especially if his athleticism. I'm really looking forward to seeing him in person next month when spring ball starts up. Can he be worked into the game? Because, Luke Schleissner, second half of the season, kind of had to because of the limitations that Jack Lane had, but using the quarterback run game brought a different element to the Lobo offense. So I'm interested to see if any of these other quarterbacks on the roster might have that type of explosiveness to be there. But still, if Moga getting those reps in spring ball working the season, it'll be important to have, because that will be the next step for this offense. With Jason Ekwat, he's an offensive lineman. He wants to run the football. He wants to play good defense. They like to trick it up at times to create some explosive plays in the offense, but finding a quarterback that goes from good to wow moments, that's where the offense could take a next step forward. But Jack Lane gives you good. He understands it. He make all the right checks, get everyone in the right position. And yeah, that's why he's the leader in the clubhouse. And some of these young guys getting the opportunity in spring ball will be big. But also coming back, and the skill position players, who's going to step up? They like the transfer from UNLV. Troy Murray. He's 6'4", big-bodied receiver. They have Cade Keith coming back. And Cade Keith's role is going to be larger with Dorian Thomas moving on. He brought in Joey Olson, who they're hoping is Dorian Thomas 2.0, and that is a power conference tight end. He was at USC, did not play a lot in the last 2 years, comes in and shows what kind of player he can be. So you're looking at kind of refilling those skill position players, but the backfield is wide open. Von Bankston actually used up his eligibility, and he was awesome to watch. His explosiveness, how he played in the kick return game, and then DJ McKinney as well. How the punt return in the second half of the season when they made those adjustments. But now it's guys coming back, and Scott Trey Humphrey, a little bit like Antonio Troll to me, right? He comes in a ton of hype. Now in this case, Humphrey was a preseason on Mountain West selection, looking at what he did at the FCS level, and Humphrey just really didn't find his rhythm. He didn't create the explosiveness, but he's back, and that is good because you have a guy that can produce. Year under his belt, his mentality. How did he adjust? How's he feeling coming into this? But Coach Eck talked about being able to retain Humphrey for this offense and seeing, can he have a finish to his collegiate career like Damon Banks did last year.
But I think it was big to get him back, and I'm I was excited, and again, it's those are tough things last year because we had such high expectations. But in credit to him, I think Scott Trey was never one who pouted. You never saw bad body language, even though he I'm sure he would have preferred to get more touches than he had, and he's looking at his old team goes to the wins the national title. But I was very impressed by his attitude throughout. That's really why I wanted to get him back. I really made a push to try to retain him. I knew he was a great teammate who I think has, put everything into having a breakout senior year, just what Damon did. So I think, Scott Trey was a first-team all-conference preseason guy, and we got to keep him healthy and keep improving and try to put that all together with that. And, I think, Deshaun Buchanan was another guy who was big to get back, even though those guys ended up probably being more third and fourth back last year. I thought we had 4 really good backs last year. So, and then we'll add those new guys in and see where it goes.
And lastly, again, tomorrow in studio, 9 o'clock, Coach Eck will be with us hanging out. We'll have a deeper dive into these conversations because we have a lot that I don't want to ask him. I know Jeff does as well, and we'll be hitting everything. And one thing about Coach Eck is always a great conversation in so many different ways. You can go, why Coach Eck is successful. One, he's a really good coach. Brought in a fantastic staff, which you did see that after this season. Some opportunities opened up, and you had coaches that went to Power 4 jobs. But he embraces it. And it's not saying that people don't want to be here. It's the understanding of this era of college athletics. And the amount of players they were able to retain defensively was phenomenal. But even the quote we just played on Scott J. Humphrey, bring him back. But the way that Kochak navigate this world of college athletics is why he is successful and why the Lobos continue to be successful. Because one, he embraces the portal. He is okay. He doesn't shy away from the fact that, hey, he knows if players perform at a high level, they're going to get an opportunity to go somewhere else. And he doesn't talk down to those players. He's mentioned Dorian Thomas multiple times, who came in, had a really good season, and transferred to Cal. He talked about the assistant coaches. So he embraces it as a positive, knowing that you can be good at New Mexico and it might open doors. And if a door is open and you step through it, he'll shake your hand. And he'll say, go get him. But then he also says, guess what, though? This is a good place. And there might be some uncertainty on the other side of the door. But if you stay here, you can be successful as well. And it's embracing that. It's not talking down to it. It's not running away from the challenges. Everyone knows there's challenges with the transfer portal, name, image, and likeness on top of revenue sharing, dealing with agent, getting in negotiations every single year. Yeah, it's frustrating. And you see a lot of coaches cashing out on it. We're talking about Bobby Houck earlier today, stepping down as head coach in the FCS team because he didn't want to deal with that. But then he goes, he's like, I'm just going to be a defensive coordinator at Illinois. But it's understanding there's challenges. You don't need to complain about it all the time because if you want this job, it's what you're going to have to deal with. And I think that is something that Kochak does a really good job of. And he talked about it for players, coaches, the opportunity that they have. You tip your cap, but knowing, hey, this is the place you want to be too at the University of New Mexico.
Need to overall upgrade the tight end room, and there's athleticism. I think we got that. So, sometimes it can be frustrating because you might have a guy you like early, but then you can't afford him, or you get outbid. You just got to keep. That was my message to our staff: is just keep looking. There's enough guys in here. We got to keep sorting through and sifting through and finding the right fits. And I think we found those right fits. And again, I think for the most part, those guys are all, really excited to be here, which is what you want. You don't want anybody to have to twist their arm to be here. You want guys who are excited to be there. I kind of view the same way, with our coaching staff. I don't want to beg guys to be here. And again, I think it's having, I don't know the stats on this, but I imagine we had 4 coaches at a group of 5, 6 program get, Power 4 jobs. Obviously you have some situations like the North Texas coach goes, he probably brought more than 4, I imagine, from his staff. I don't know the exact numbers, but I think that's probably one of the better numbers in the country for not having a head coaching change, guys doing that, which I think just shows our program's creating value for people within it, whether they're assistant coaches, whether they're, players like Keyshawn James Newby, who had a great performance at the East-West Shrine game, and hopefully he's going to play his way into an NFL roster, or, whether it is a guy like Dorian Thomas or Trey DeBuck, who was part of our program and now decided they wanted to try to get more money at a Power 4 level program.
There you go. I love that mindset. You have to have that mindset. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can complain about in college athletics. But if you're a coach, do it behind closed doors. Because these are the rules for everyone. These are the challenges for everyone. You embrace it. You become a place that you can play at a high level at. You can win at. If an opportunity opens up for you, say, awesome. You bring someone else in. Or guess what? You do enough where you keep players around. And all of us did that as well. 505-246-0610 Sports Animal text line for you. This morning, we'll have Kochak in studio tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So looking forward to diving in deeper into that conversation with the coach. Got Lobo basketball tonight. Adjustments been the buzzword. What adjustments does Lobo basketball need to make against the Lopes? The opening drive here on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics. International Protective Service is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we're the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better.
And Lopes tonight. Sports talk is funny. Talk is funny in general. Man, just going back, last week was a crazy week. I was on the road for 5 days with Global Basketball. We had some changes. Appreciate Mike Adams for filling in on Thursday. But, man, you don't talk one topic for 30 seconds, people absolutely lose their mind. And we might have talked some Super Bowl on Friday morning as well because the Super Bowl was on Sunday. Goodness gracious, folks. That's what we do in the opening drive. We're versatile, but we lock in on what matters. Ultimately, we get there. And that is local sport mixed in with the national topic. There's a reason I don't open this all the time. Goodness gracious. 524-60610. If you want to send a text to the text line, it's there for you. You can hit me up on the X_JJ Buck. Lobos and Lopes tonight in Phoenix. I'm looking forward to that trip. I'll be there next week with the Lobo women. Just get a chance to see that campus, what that arena is like. And always interested to get a peek behind the scenes in the arena when you see the practice area, workout areas. The one thing that, it's noticeable, wherever you go, it's investment. And, Boise State, it's the little things that pop, that jump out. We were in Boise for 3 days, and one of the practices, we used a practice arena, so we kind of went through the back entrance, walked through their facility, and it's pretty nice. And it's a word I've used earlier when talking about basketball, but it's a window dress, right? It's the things you might not see that might not be the front porch to you, but are just going to help get the players. And ultimately, it's the money, it's the revenue sharing. But if you have a competitive offer, plus the facilities, plus the support, it's going to get you places. And New Mexico's in a good spot. In the new era of the Mountain West Conference, look at the Lobos have facility-wise, basketball side, pretty good compared to everyone else in the county. But I'm looking forward to seeing just Grand Canyon in person, the vibe of that campus, arena, what those student athletes have. Because basketball-wise, we can keep saying UNLV has to be better, which yes, they do. But they don't have the support. Like, they're going to have to do it without the fans, and the hope the fans come support them. But in terms of atmospheres, like a game that's going to get you excited in conference play, it's Grand Canyon and New Mexico. Like, that's going to be it. And these are the two teams that are going to be battling it out top of this conference for a while. I know everyone says until that next change comes, and who the heck knows what that's going to be. But whether we're talking basketball or football, it is a level of investment. And football definitely needs those phases to go through for that stadium. And you can scream all you want about you want to knock it down and build a brand new stadium. I understand that. That's not happening. You're not getting $350 million to do that. So the next biggest thing is essentially a 4-piece remodel where you get yourself as new as you can get to get that process going forward, but the level of investment does have to be there. But tonight, it's effort. And I know people are really frustrated, as you should be as a Lobo fan. And I was just reading a text which came in last week. Unfortunately, Jeff and I were both traveling on Thursday. And it was like, oh, you're just going to tell us how positive it was. No, there was nothing positive about that Utah State. Lobos got picked apart. And sometimes you have those games. But the frustrating thing is then it doubled down, and then you lost to Boise State at home. The Broncos and Leon Rice. There was no way to spin last. But then coming out of that, you ask yourself, how do they play better? It's a look in the mirror moment. There's not much you can do. There's not going to be player 11-10 on your bench is going to come in and be better right now. And the Lobos are missing pieces. And even so, Chris Howe, if he was playing, would he take a few minutes from Luke Top? But I think Luke Top is certainly more of an offensive ceiling than Chris Howe. Luke Top has been fantastic. And again, to me, it's not the offense. Yeah, Troll only scored 4 points against Boise State. You'd like more out of him, but I need to see this team, the effort defensively, the grind. Like, they have to make this a difficult night on Grand Canyon. Utah State showed that they're still a step ahead. Like, what they did to the Lobos on both ends of the floor, that was super frustrating. But you come out, you find offense against Boise State, but you can find the stops late in that contest. And Fielder just had himself one of those games. Dude hit 5 3-point shots in 18 minutes. You could say the adjustment was closed out on him. Okay. Yes. But, part of game plans, too, is if you're in New Mexico, you're going to that game and you're like, man, Fielder's going to take 10 3-point shots. We'll take it. He ended up hitting 5. You're like, well, that. So tonight, I'm looking at the individual effort. Like, yeah, you can take some minutes away if you want Joel off the floor and Javis Miller in there more. You can take Albury off the floor, put your right to net in the game more into net, and played 5 more minutes in Albury, but it also comes down to the closing moments, who's on the floor late in the contest. That's more telling than necessarily minutes played. We all watch basketball. We all understand that aspect of it. But there's not many places to go. It's not going to be Vicentia. It's not going to be Pons, because you don't just need a dude in there to shoot threes. Again, you scored 90 points in 87. You take away that last JT Rock 3. It's defensive effort. It's individual effort. Sure, Coach Owen could pull some minutes, try to put a little bit more pressure on the players. That's what you have. That's your card you can play as a coach. You control the minute. That's what the players want. They want the opportunity on the floor. And if you think a player's not giving you the right effort, you take minutes away. But also, if you're looking at it, you got 8 players that are in this rotation right now. And you're not going to see a lineup that has Bullion and Rock on the floor at the same time. Would it be interesting? Sure. But it's also not the style that they play. They play a 5-player, and they didn't design an offense like Steve Alford and Craig Neal did for Cameron Bairstow and Alex Kirk. There's little tweaks you can see, but again, the dramatic changes, that's not going to happen. It got to be about just individual effort and execution. And there's the specifics in each defensive game plan that you want to attack that's going to be there. And I think Coach Owen said it right, too. Getting ready for this game, he says we have to have some urgency to get some things corrected, of course. And he added, we're in a difficult stretch of the schedule and just got to work through it. Stick to our process and try to play a little bit better. We have competitive guys, and they have a lot of pride in what they're doing, and they have to take that pride. And there's adjustments. I know when your team loses and you see a player that you feel like it's ran over and over and over again, basketball is very similar. There's window dressing on plays, but it's pick and roll, off ball screens, dribble drive. Like there's a lot of ways to talk about basketball, but when you're on the floor, you're running a lot of the same stuff over and over again. And I think that's where it gets frustrating if someone has a game where they just step back and hit 5 threes. You're like, why didn't you adjust to that? And what Eric Olin is telling you, and it might not be music to your ears, is they just have to play better. Like, you have a style. At this point in the season, you're not going to completely flip your style of play, but you tweak. And the tweak tonight is you got to lock down defense. You got to look in the mirror. And you got to tell yourself, how can I play better? How can my performance benefit this team defensively? That's where the Lobos can win this game tonight, is by locking down on the defensive end. 505-246-0610, Sports Animal text line for you this morning. You can hit me up, JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. Also on the _JJ Buck. It is the opening drive here on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This is Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas.
U.S. against the world, which is going to be interesting coming up here in the week.
The All-Star Weekend was still competitive. You actually had me out there in Houston for All-Star Weekend, and it's a lot different. Right now, the term goofy comes to mind. So I just...
Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas, weekdays at 4 on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This Valentine's Day, show your love by making the right choices. Take a ride on us, and together we can end DWI. This station has partnered with Bernalillo County Department of Behavioral Health Services, Sandoval County DWI Program, Sandio Resort and Casino, and Glasheen, Baez, and Inderman Injury Lawyers to help end DWI. No matter what your plans are this Valentine's Day, show your loved ones you care by not drinking and driving. If you're going to drink, open the Uber app now, and under vouchers, enter the code BIGFEB26 in all caps Then after your festivities, request an Uber and we'll pay up to $10 for your ride. This offer is good for the first 1,500 people who use the code between Friday, February 13th at 10 a.m. and Sunday, February 15th at 2 a.m. There are so many great gifts you can choose for that special someone. Chocolate, flowers, jewelry, champagne, but the best gift of all is you. Don't drink and drive this Valentine's Day. Take a ride on us. Together, we can end DWI.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. We all get distracted when we drive, whether it's from our phones or kids in the backseat bickering. But how we handle these distractions can be a matter of life or death. Before you get on the road for your next road trip, please put your phones on silent and take a mental note to focus on driving.
Paid for by NHTSA.
It's tax time, y'all. If you want to file free, this next one's for you.
Now taxes is so free.
Love that jam. Up next, commercial.
And to get TurboTax free edition, see if you qualify at turbotax.com/free. No schedules except for earned income tax credit, child tax credit, student loan interest, and Schedule 1A.
Did you know Tomasitas has been serving authentic homemade New